Hi, I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. I've got a quick update for you on some of the new production CCI number 11 caps that we're seeing hit the market right now. I've had a couple of responses from a few distributors about this, so I thought I would bring it to your attention in case you are getting some percussion caps here for the fall hunting season or for just muzzleloading in general. We all know that production of number 11 caps in particular, number 10s just kind of seem to be just never going to be produced again, it feels like. But we've been waiting on number 11 percussion caps, and we've seen some CCI caps hitting the market in select regions here for the United States. According to some of the polls that we've been running here at I Love Muzzleloading, it's mainly concentrated to the American South, the American East, and kind of the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio region, a little bit more into the Midwest, but primarily those areas. If you're in the West, it seems to be that you're just out of luck when it comes to number 11 percussion caps. On top of that, as frustrating as that is, we're now getting reports of as many as 10 out of 100 in a tin of CCI caps not igniting. I've got a picture here sent in by a distributor of a can of freshly opened, in front of my eyes, CCI number 11 percussion caps here. And I want to point out here the condition of these caps as they came out of the packaging. Caps should not look like this. This looks like a tin of old and corroded caps. Compare these to what we have here on the right of this photograph, a newly opened tin in front of my eyes, RWS caps. See how shiny those RWS caps are. See how crisp they are. Compare that to those CCI caps there on your left. They are dark, they are matte in color, and when we look on the inside, some of the priming compound in here that should ignite your muzzleloading charge, we're seeing inconsistencies in there that we don't typically see or we aren't used to seeing. While they haven't been chemically tested or anything, these CCI caps should be new production and they're already showing some signs of corrosion here. The distributors I've talked to assured me and showed me how they're storing these tins in watertight containers with clay-based cat litter in and around, underneath and around the percussion cap packaging. There's no chance of moisture getting into these at the distributor level of the distributors that have shown me how they're storing these caps. So there looks like there could be an issue here with some of the newly produced percussion caps coming out of CCI here, which is a super bummer. We've already seen such limited production of the CCI number 11 caps here, both the number 11s and the number 11 magnums. I haven't heard a whole lot of more reports about this, but we're going into the hunting season here. I'm not trying to raise alarm or cause a panic, but I want to bring this to your attention and say, check your caps. If your caps look corroded before you go out into the field with them for your hunting season, make sure that you're checking a few of the caps in your tin. Take a few shots and make sure that you have quality caps in your tin and that this possible corrosion here isn't going to affect your muzzleloading seasons. It's one thing for it to affect a local club match or some backyard plinking, but we did have reports of these caps affecting people at the Muzzleloading National Championships at the NMLRA in September here of 2023. So I'm bringing this to your attention. I don't want you to line up on a nice trophy buck or a bull elk here and have your percussion cap snap. It's a real bummer when that happens. Feels like CCI's dropped the ball here again. They've really dropped the ball when it comes to production levels and distribution, it feels like, because we're seeing such limited distribution of these caps. Price isn't too bad in the distribution levels that I've seen. Walmart's had them at like $5.62. Some of the smaller distributors have been catching flack because of their prices, $11 to $15 for a tin of 100. But the distributors I've talked to have cited the distribution level above them coming from CCI has increased costs to these smaller distributors, and they are now, what they were selling the caps for, according to the distributors, is less than what they are paying for the caps coming from CCI. So we're seeing increased costs, as always, passed along to the consumer. Bummers really all around here on percussion caps. I was really hopeful talking to CCI in April here, but I do want to bring this to your attention. I'm recognizing that we are seeing issues here with percussion caps. And if anybody from CCI is listening, can we get some more information about this? What should people do if a tenth or more of their caps are not functioning? To me, if I was, if the business that I run, if I'm shipping out products and a tenth of them aren't functioning, it's not even customer satisfaction. It's if they're not functioning, that's an issue. I know that muzzleloading is a super small market for you guys, but man, can you throw us a bone on this? Like, man, corrosion and newly shipped out caps just really isn't acceptable. So I hope to see some change on this, guys, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. So that's all I've got for you. Check your new tins. If you bought some and you put them in storage for use next year or a year after that, check them now and see if there's any moisture or any possible corrosion in there from the distribution level. It doesn't matter how you store them, if from the distribution level, if they're arriving to you with that corrosion. So check your caps, keep your powder dry. I'm Ethan. I love muzzleloading. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.